Alright guys, we're on the scooter and I want to go over how to ride a scooter for beginners. First things first, we have the key. We're going to stick it in the ignition. We're going to give it a few forward. All the electronics come on. So what we want to do is we want to hold in the left lever here, which is the front brake. Make sure the engine power is to on. Left brake, power on. Give it some beans with the ignition switch. Alright, now we're rocking and rolling. There's no clutch. We don't have to worry about any clutch whatsoever. So it's really simple in the city. First things first, we want to make sure we get these mirrors in a position where we can see, you know, the corner of our body, but also behind us. So we have reference. I like to have like my elbows, the corner of my elbows and whatnot in there. But yeah, the main thing is we have the left lever here is the front brake, right lever here is the rear brake. 90% of the time we're going to be using this front brake only. Front wheel has ABS, so we're going to use that for the majority of the time, and if we need to do more braking, we hold in the left one, we give it some right for extra stopping power. But yeah, let's go for it, and then I'll go over some stuff right here. So left signal, we're off, and right now we're in Cambridge. We're going to head into Boston. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. But yeah, so before you even consider getting a scooter or a motorcycle, you know, get a bicycle. Make sure you know how to ride a bicycle, honestly, because a lot of the mechanics are going to transfer over. If you can't ride a bicycle comfortably, there's no way you can ride a multiple 100-pound machine. Alright, this scooter, I don't know, so was it like 100, 200 pounds, I don't know. Motorcycles are upward, you know, 500 starting, 500 up. So you have to make sure you can balance on a bicycle, ride a bicycle comfortably, uphill, downhill, weaving through traffic and whatnot. Oh, here's a scooter man. I'll give him a high five. Konnichiwa. He doesn't like me. But anyways, I do like the camaraderie on motorcycles. Usually people give each other a peace sign or whatnot. But yeah, main thing, first things first, you gotta know how to ride a bicycle. If you can't ride a bicycle, don't get a scooter. Some people think, oh, it's a little moped, it'll be easy. And I know friends that have just rented them, like in the city, and then they freaking wind up in a ditch and all bruised up and battered. It's like, same thing with those e-bikes, you know, those are no joke. You want to make sure you can ride a regular bicycle comfortably before an electric bike that can go at like 25 miles an hour. Alright, this Piaggio Liberty 150S goes, about 65 miles an hour. It's a 150cc motor, which is excellent. But like I said, main thing, alright, brah, let's go. When you're riding a scooter or a motorcycle, is we're going to be using this left brake, the front tire brake. There's no clutch. I'm literally just cranking on this right lever here, and that's it. My left hand is just here for balance. Alright, and the brakes. Oh, but this thing, you can just rip it. I love it. The thing about being on two wheels is just so fun. It just makes you happy, regardless if you're having a bad day. You're just having a good time on two wheels. All right, yeah, that guy's having a good time. He's on a bicycle. I respect it. All right, but yeah, you want to. This one thing about trying to aim where you're going. It's very important when you're on two wheels. All right. But hold on, let's pause and look at this beautiful city. Oh man, that is nice. Hello, Boston. But yeah, there's this concept called counter steering, and you can practice it on your bicycle first. But say I want to take a left, you don't just lean your body. If I press this left handle, whoa, I'm going to go left a little. If I push more pressure on the right, I'm going to go right a little. See that? That's called counter steering. On bigger motorcycles and whatnot, you know, you can't just lean your weight to transfer where the bike is going. You have to push into it, you see. So right now, watch, I'm going to use my left hand for the front brake. I don't even need the right one. If I want to apply more brake, I give the right, and then once it comes to a stop, literally I can just take my hands off. Alright, on a motorcycle you have to keep the clutch engaged and all that jazz, and worry about shifting with your left foot and braking with your right. None of that. Alright, it's super easy. So literally go with this thing and brake with this thing for 90% of the time. Alright, this is another concept called object fixation. So when you're riding, what you look at is where you're gonna go. Alright, so if you're looking to the right, that's where the bike's gonna lean. Alright, you're supposed to look through the turn, they call it. Say you're on like a nice fun twisty road on a motorcycle or a scooter, you know, you want to look through the turn. You don't just want to be looking directly at the car in front of you. You have to anticipate things on two wheels. Alright, the thing is, when you're going into a turn, the last thing you want to do is brake. Alright, it's not a car. You can't go in fast, brake through the turn. If you do that, it's not going to work out. What happens on two wheels is when you're braking mid-turn, the scooter's going to straighten up. Alright, because right now I'm leaning. If I were to hit the brakes, the scooter would go straight up. And if you're in like an actual turn, and your bike just goes straight up all of a sudden, you're going to wind up in a ditch. You're going to wind up in a hedge. Alright, so you have to make sure your entry speed is correct. Alright, it's super important. It's the most important thing. You can't go into a turn too fast. That's how you wind up in a ditch, because you go in too fast, you go in too hot, you slam on the brakes, and then all of a sudden your bike, from leaning to the turn, it goes straight up, and then you go right into a hedge. Alright, so you have to make sure you have the correct entry speed. It's always safer to go in slower, and then power through it. Power through the turn. That's how you have the best stability. Alright, go in at the correct entry speed, and then you power through it. You roll on the throttle through the turn. You know, typically what I'll do is, like, by the time I'm at the apex, you know, the halfway through the turn, that's when I'll be on the throttle again. Oh, look at this guy. So you go in slower, and then as you hit the apex, right at the crest of the turn, then you throttle through, and it's all fluid. All right, no brakes. You don't want to hit those brakes. All right, and this is how you make an easy turn. Let's see what's happening here. But this scooter is great. I'm gonna get some power here. But yeah, literally, if you're looking to ride a scooter, learn a bicycle first. Alright, that's all I can say. But it's really, once you get the hang of it, it's self-explanatory. Just crank on this throttle on the right and you're off like a freaking rocket. Whee! You can have so much fun too. I don't care if you're using it for leisure, for work, like DoorDash or something, but the miles per gallon you're gonna get like freaking 80, 90, I don't know, maybe even 100, who knows, miles per gallon. So it beats a car, man. And on a beautiful day like today, you can't beat it. But yeah, I think that covers most of it. You know, it's really simple. Just gotta practice, even on a bicycle, practice counter steering. Practice, if you want to turn left, push in that left handlebar. If you want to turn right, push in that right handlebar. And you'll notice it's gonna lean where you're going. And then one other key thing, like I said, object fixation. You want to look at where you're going. You don't want to be looking at some car, and then you're going to wind up driving into that car. Alright, you want to like almost visualize an attack. Visualize an attack. It's like in what's that movie? Waterboy. What's happening up here? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And then I'll catch you on the flip side. Alright, see you.